Doki Literature Club. Let's pick it up where we left off.
Just where we left off.
But before that, happy birthday!
For those of you guys that don't know, it's actually her birthday today. So
I'm
we're gonna sing her.
Yeah!
Blow out those candles.
Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Yuri. Happy birthday to you.
Yay!
And they're purple too.
And many more.
We also got you a card.
Oh, thank you.
Can you open it? Like right now.
Can you open it right now? You want to read it to the video?
It is your birthday. What kind of cake would you like? Chocolate cake? Layer cake? Ice cream cake? Oh my god! Beef cake!
Show 'em.
That is amazing.
She got the Yuri Bush going on now.
Going on my wall. Thank you guys.
So you can sign it right on the cake too.
That's awesome.
Love bro ties.
You're welcome.
You can just imagine me looking just like that.
Oh my god.
Alright. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit in the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayuri's been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's a great idea and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
Performing?
Monica?
Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. And the cool part, we're going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayuri is putting it on all the posters in case anybody wants to prepare ahead of time.
Sayuri, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Is it the beefcake poster?
Yes! Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting up those posters, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think that's that bad of an idea?
Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys.
No, Sayuri. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club, and if we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And more people will perform, and the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayuri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree! I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayuri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Crap. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with.
All right.
Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
guess I really don't have a choice.
That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way.
Monica! This is too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite a poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it on a stage in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course. Now, let's see.
Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly.
Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life.
Unlike me.
Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica.
Thank you so much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next.
Oh.
What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up.
I'm so proud of you.
Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri.
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting on so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllable of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Wow, I got a lot of vocab words. Suddenly, she's finished.
Extra points.
It's a literature
Everyone
club.
is stunned, including me. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that she didn't want to applaud for her, but we were just caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Aww.
Okay. I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops up off her chair, and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori,
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not thinking of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out in the best way that way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew, through and through. Sayori finishes, and we all applaud.
Yay!
I did it.
Good job, Sayori.
Even Brotag liked it.
Of course.
I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you very nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen other poems of yours where their sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of someone.
Well, then next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know?
Okay.
Alright, now who's next? Natsuki?
Don't make me go before protagonist.
No.
It's not like I can compare with you guys anyway. Might as well let protagonist lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
Heartless.
Natsuki.
It's fine. I know what I am. I might as well get it over with.
A mood.
But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me. How strange. Making me feel terribly awkward.
Should we look at him while he reads?
I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway.
Yay!
Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else is.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. There's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets up out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me?
That's what we're supposed to do.
It's because you're presenting.
Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they're born up, they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again.
Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is, so...
Well, I guess in that case, you don't have to worry very much about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everybody for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you will be reciting.
Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting your all into this effort for the club. It makes me really happy.
I'll bet it does. Yeah. No problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, so let's all try and write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day.
I can't wait.
I can do this.
All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep.
Look at you two, always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Wow. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, bro tag. You don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's just go already. Man, all these girls.
We all walk home with bro tag.
Yeah, I know.
Walk us all home.
I'll walk everyone home.
But that's enough time for this episode, so we'll see you guys later.
Home next time.
We'll walk home later.
Hi guys, I'm Sayori. Thank you for watching our Doki Doki Literature Club playthrough. If you liked our video, go ahead and like it. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And if you have another game that you want us to play through, leave it down in the comments below.